thanks for joining us. I'm sitting here with Behavior Care Manager Rachael Magee.
Hi.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. We're eating cheese pizza tonight.
Delicious. So excited to get into this.
So yeah, this is the second portion of our Wax to Riches event. We are so grateful that you joined us tonight. We're super grateful to our sponsors, to everyone that fundraised on our behalf. Awesome job. I mean, you guys crushed it. And if anyone feels inclined to donate, there is a donate button on Facebook. You can do that during the stream. So Rachael, tell us a little bit about what animal behavior and care is.
Yeah, so we are a relatively new program. We started back in September, and really the focus is to look at getting to know the animals, getting to know their likes, their dislikes, get them comfortable, have them feel safe. We realize we can't do a whole lot if they don't feel safe. So coming here can be a big change for a lot of them. They may have come from a home, they may have been stray on the streets, and we just want to give them time to get to know them and learn a bit more about them, and then we can move forward with what their ideal home would be. So
That's so great. Yeah. And why do you feel that behavior is so important to focus on?
It's important because we do live with our furry friends, and we're different species, and there can be little hang-ups along the way. Animals can come here and maybe they haven't been taught certain how to live with people. I mean, we are, like I said, we're different species, we talk different languages, so to be able to work with them and teach them how to live with us, with the crazy world we're in, with noises that we make, vacuum cleaners, and going out on walks and not pulling on the leash, and for cats being able to feel secure or use their litter box, not have any issues. There's a lot of little things that can come up that if they are not addressed, it can make for a pretty uncomfortable living situation for the person and the animal. So we want to try and teach them some good life skills so that they are able to go into a new home and thrive.
Great. Yeah, it's so interesting to think about the fact that these animals feel anxiety and stress just like we do.
Absolutely.
So I think it's really great that you and your team are focusing on behavior so much.
Yeah.
And that it's playing a bigger part here at Illinois Humane Society.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you can talk a little bit about some of the specific activities and therapies that you guys do here for the animals, that would be great.
Yeah, so some of the activities would be dog play groups is an activity that the dogs get to do where they can engage with their own species. So they can take a break from us crazy aliens and go and hang out with their own kind. Same with the cats, they have time, they can bond with one another. And then there can be things like on the therapy side, being able to do a little bit of tea touch, a little bit of massage, playing classical music, just being able to help them to settle, talking about anxieties, have them feel a little bit more at ease in their environment. It can be things for dogs doing what we call a safari, going out and really using their nose, hiding goodies, toys, treats, and letting them go on what we call a dog-led walk so that they can go and they can find things, and that's really rewarding for them. So it's kind of the various things that we can do for them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm so curious about, so I love classical music, but I imagine a lot of people, might listen to very upbeat, heavy percussion and stuff, and not realize maybe the effect and impact it might have on their pets.
Absolutely.
So do you recommend that people, take some quiet time or schedule some time to sit with their animal and play some calm music? Is that something?
Absolutely, and you hit that perfectly, that we don't just want to play music to them all the time. They do need to have that auditory break just like we do. The type of music is very important too. Some of it can be, a little bit, we might enjoy it, but it might be a bit much for them. They like the very low-key, just piano, solo piano. But being able to do it with them when you are just hanging out, reading a book and you're playing some music and your animal is there on your lap on their bed, that really helps them associate that music and that sound with that calming environment. So we don't just want to play it and leave, we want to be with them and have it where then later on when we play it, they think back at this calming time. Like if we had music right now, I think about our day together and it would make me feel good, so.
Music, some calming classical music is the only thing missing from our fine dining experience.
Exactly.
And maybe a waiter or something. Great. So if you could talk a little bit about future goals for the behavior team here.
Yeah, so we have started to upload some resources to our website, which we're super excited about. We want to continue to grow that base so that people can have a place. They can come to our website and they can get a good amount of information in whatever topic they need, and links to follow to then do their own research and and geek out on if they want on pet behavior. We also have started doing some classes, some dog classes for our volunteers and dog fosters because we really need to support them. They're helping our animals. But the plan is then to be able to move on to adopters and the community so that we're able to better assist them when they have pet needs that they need, in-person assistance with. So that's some of the things. Bulking up our enrichment program, that's also another one that we're looking to work on. So that's going to be important.
Great. And how has the pandemic affected how you guys have operated on the behavior team?
Great question. It has ultimately kind of shifted not just for us in behavior but across the board in the sheltering world. We really need to look at being able to help the public. Everybody finds themselves in different situations, and the biggest need is just for resources, just to be able to know, who do I go to, can you help, and be able to, whether we can help ourselves or we can direct them to where they can get that assistance. But really that's been working really closely with Forever Pets, our behavior team, to be able to offer some advice, but then maybe some actual items that they can use, whether it's enrichment tools or classes with other trainers, really being able to work together to see what do you need to be able to keep your pet, and can we do something to help with that. And you'd be surprised at what we can do. So we just really want people to be able to reach out to us if they find themselves in
That's
need.
great.
Yeah.
And you brought up the term enrichment a couple of times. So for people at home who might not be super familiar with your expert terminology, could you just define what enrichment is and an example of what somebody could do with their pet at home?
Yeah. So yes, enrichment is doing things that are species specific that the animal finds rewarding, and that's the animal, not we. If we want to play fetch with our dog, but our dog is so not into that, that wouldn't be as rewarding. So we want to find what our animals are into and then be able to help, and that's using all their senses. So it could be food-based items, it could be food and puzzle toys, licky mats, that's for cats and dogs, hiding, recycling from Amazon is great, cardboard box, different paper, throw in some toys and some treats, and then box it back up and give it to your cat or your dog for them to rummage through and use their nose and their mouth and their paws. And it can be, many different things, but it's really the key is finding out what that pet likes and then being able to work from there. So if they're not super into food, it can be using toys, it can be affection, it's just an outlet for them to be able to then use their different senses. Even playing music is another form of enrichment, as a more of a calming aspect. So it can be getting them riled up, and it can also be soothing them and having them calm down.
That's great. So speaking of enrichment then,
Yes.
we have a special art party happening at the kennel, so let's go take a look.
Yes, I'm so excited. Yeah.
So for those of you at home, you've probably seen that we posted on our social media that we're going to have art being made by dogs. And you're probably wondering, how is a dog going to make art? So we've set up our participants in the kennels with a bunch of art supplies. And we are going to show you what an actual dog artist looks like when they're in their full process and their peak creativity. Hi.
Aloha. How was your dinner?
Delicious.
Beautiful. So, for people who are just joining us, what did you guys talk about in there?
We covered a few things. We covered the idea of our behavior team getting to know the animals and know more about them and their likes and dislikes so that we can help them feel super safe and secure here. And then build on that, and then we kind of segued into enrichment, which is how we're meeting you here now, Haiti, because enrichment, we were saying, can be many different things. It's about what the animals are into, so it can be food-based, it can be toy-based, it can be smells, it can be visuals, audio. This one is a heavy theme on the food-based, I believe, for them to produce this wonderful art, and it really is awesome art.
It is incredible. You might be able to see some examples that we have here. I mean, I'm not much of a art fanatic or knowledgeable base of art, but I mean, if this was a Van Gogh, I'd say, yep, yeah, exactly. So we have Moogie, who is our Frisbee enthusiast, but clearly knows exactly what to do when it comes to making a masterpiece.
Yes, absolutely. I'm not sure if his method was cheese or peanut butter, but he really got into it. I love this mix of colors here. It's very, very good for Moogie. We have this printed on a Frisbee for him.
Oh, I think it's a wonderful idea. Well, if anybody would like to donate to make that happen, certainly would love that. Then we have Buddy, who went with more of a green, blue, white theme, which I can really, really get into.
I feel peacock coming out of this.
Oh, yes, that's beautiful. And then we have, Bear. Bear, and that makes sense, you know, with a little bit more masculine, a little more deep in the rich colors.
Mm-hmm.
And then
a forest with that, I feel like it's a bog.
Yeah. Oh, nice. And then we have Hoku. So our pets are just about to do this exact thing. So the way that this is conducted, if you would like to do this at home, is very simple. You'll get a plastic bag and you'll put a canvas in there, and you'll put some acrylic paint. You'll close the canvas bag, and then you'll see that we'll either put peanut butter or whipped cream or Cheese Whiz or anything of that nature that is safe for your dog. And they're going to lick it up. And with their tongues, they will create these wonderful masterpieces. So we're going to actually head to the back of the kennels, and we're going to see this come alive. Yeah.
I'm so excited. I did cheese. Oh, we have cheese. Are we ready? Yes.
We were born ready.
Oh my goodness. Look at that.
Someone want to help Steve? He has two.
You ready to go? These guys are ready to go.
I haven't been part of this, so I'm super
So
excited.
why don't you go grab one? Hold on to the other.
Okay, so can we see we have some cheese there. The paint is inside on the canvas. Some cheese and cream. And now, are we ready?
There's peanut butter.
They're ready.
They're
I don't know
very
we're ready. Yeah,
These artists are just to show you.
yeah.
They want to do a combo piece here.
Here. What do you think there? There we go.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go. Get to work.
He has a very delicate stroke. Oh, it's self-consistent.
They want to look more at the palette before they very discerning eye.
Feeling these colors, I think that's oh, there
She's
we go.
going into the
Now
citrus
we
and the
can
bright.
see the magic happen. And we just like to share. We're a duo, it's okay.
Another one. Here you go. How about a little bit more? There we go.
There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there we go. What if I hold it? That's what.
There we go.
Oh, of course.
He's like, oh, don't work on the floor.
He needs an easel.
He's an easel. Good boy.
Beautiful.
These happy clubs. So this is most certainly enriching for these guys. Are we done? I think he's happy with where it's at.
Yeah, you can tell they step back, they take a look at what they've got, and says, yeah, I don't need to do anymore.
We good with this? Last time?
You think?
Just want to add that.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, yes. There we go, look at that. All right.
Thank you
What a
so
team.
much,
What a
Molly, for
team.
the stars. We absolutely love them. They're over the top.
Perfect. Oh, what?
Just the finishing touches.
Magnifique.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Good job.
Are we
you a few more artistic masterpieces that these puppies have created. And these will be available to bid on. We will post a photo after this, and the highest bid, or if you'd like to call one out and reserve one for yourself, please do. The highest bid will get a chance to own these wonderful masterpieces.
They're going to be pretty.
Oh.
You guys want to do your art? Yes. You guys have your yummies? We don't have yummies on them yet.
Oh, we need some yummies.
You want these yummies?
We have a sleepy guy here.
Oh, yes.
He's a little too hooped for the activity.
Oh. You know, artists do work on their own schedule, so I don't want to push the creative juice if it's not there.
He doesn't go out to the clubs until like 10 o'clock.
Right.
So, yeah.
It's still early.
Understandable. Well, thanks, Jody.
Thanks for stopping by.
Beautiful. And then I think we'll head on over to let's go on over to the other side and see how we're all doing. Let's make our way. So this is the backside. If you haven't been to Maui Humane Society to volunteer to walk our dogs, well, this is what our beautiful facility looks like. So we have 24 kennels for the 24 dogs at the front, and then we have a handful of kennels in the back for ones that need some more alone time or just coming out of surgery. So why don't we make, oh, wow. Have these been touched yet?
No.
Are these extras?
Extras.
Extras. Okay, well, let's come on over to...
Here? Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
Well, one
Oh
doesn't
my
like this
goodness.
stuff.
You guys
She likes.
Once they start to pay attention to the pattern.
Okay, do we like our
Faith likes
treats?
that one.
And this is a good reminder. If your dog isn't feeling it, no need to push them. Creative juices will come on their own terms.
I don't know if she can get to it.
The cone.
Oh, here we go. Is this a Leaky?
This is Faith.
Oh, that's Faith. Beautiful. Well, Faith is really rocking it. Oh, good top.
Yo, girl, that you didn't like that.
Beautiful.
Step on it too.
Oh, and I think we are ready to go. Blackjack. Okay.
Nice.
Oh, wonderful spots.
He's so creative.
Hi. Okay, I know you got excited, buddy. Here we go, Blackjack.
Come on.
Come on.
So excited.
Good. Oh, there we go. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Emily, for the stars. We are over the moon with them. Beautiful. And we have one more kennel. Beautiful. Oh, the decorations in this one are really, really cozy. And we've got Legend over here, don't we? Beautiful. And he's doing his thing up front. So perfect. Well, let him to it. So, like I had said, if you would like one of these doggy-made masterpieces, they are up for grabs very, very shortly. We're just going to let the paint dry, and then we'll take a picture of it, post it, and we'll let you know when you can bid on them. Thank you, Christy, for the stars. Thank you, thank you. Well, before we go, we want to make sure that you are back with us at 7:45. So the time is now 7:08, so we'll see you in just about 40 minutes.